Now I understand what I've done wrong out to the stream. I hadn't gone live. Sorry, guys. I do apologise. Now you can actually hear me. I won't be doing the DayZ edit tonight. I am gaming with Cookie. We don't often get a chance to game at the moment. So he's normally not allowed. Well, not allowed. Normally he's at date nights on a Thursday, so doesn't game on a Thursday night. So tonight he's not on a date night. So we're gaming together. Swap those bandages out, don't we, really? Just give you some gamma while we're waiting for Cookie to come back. I was going to be doing building tonight. Dr. Cookie Monster, who I'm gaming with, normally he's not available to game with on a Thursday night. So tonight he is available, and because of that, we're gaming together. So I won't be I won't be building tonight. Any time I do build, it will always be on stream, unless I'm building end game content that I don't want to give away. But tonight we're gaming together on the same server. We did some testing earlier of the next server to be, but that was testing stuff to see if it worked, and I won't stream the new server until it's ready to go in case it crashes. It's not fair to give a bad impression of work you're doing. So I do apologise, because I did say tonight I would be building and we're not, so I am sorry about that. You need to pay the base here. Go and pay. Just waiting for Cookie to come back. I'll soon be back, I'm sure.
Hello.
Hello, you right?
My headsets just seem to have broken, so one sec.
Okay. Slapping with fish. Yeah, no, he's back. He just spoke, and I don't have any fish to slap him with. And it's not Lego. We slap Lego with fish. Lego likes to be slapped with fish.
I'm still here, mate. I'm just fixing my headset, right?
Yeah, I get that. It's not a problem, mate.
There you go. Nothing a bit of super glue doesn't fix.
There you go. Where's Starry Silver? Oh, there. After the restart in a few minutes' time, do we want to run down and do the grocery store key?
Yeah, if you want to.
I'll put the key. Do I need to bring something down to open the key with?
Crowbar.
Okay. Remember a situation I had a few months ago that then I was really happy because it was all over?
Mm.
We got her appeal through today. They reopened it
For
to.
fuck's sake.
Yeah, she's appealed it. So now they'll let us know by the end of March if they're accepting her appeal. Yeah.
Surely they won't be.
We'll see. And then
Surely not.
So yeah. So we're all over the moon, if you can imagine.
Just well.
Yeah. 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 It was just like I got an email through and I went down and saw the boss. I was like, have you had the email? He said, I knew yesterday, but I didn't want to give you bad news because you weren't in a good mood yesterday. No, I wasn't. He's like, He said, we're all pissed off. I went, yeah, we are. And I did my normal thing because 100 years ago, officers' messes would have had a mess Webley where you could draw the mess Webley and commit suicide. And I'm like, can I have the mess Webley so I can go out and do something? No. He said, we don't have one anymore. That's my humour level, though, isn't it? Times like that. So the awkward moment would just be when you went offline, and I was like, why am I talking and the person in chat isn't talking back to me? I must have done something wrong. I'll just check. Oh, I'm not live. Yeah, that'll be the reason. Yeah, I'm getting question marks because I'm not live. And the other awkward moment, Ford, Saturday, what?
Oh, yeah. I just hope this is his last one. He can't do it again. He can't play anymore. He's useless.
Even I can
He
work
is
out. I can't kick a rugby
just
ball, but I reckon I could be more accurate than he is. Yeah.
it's just the fact that
Yeah.
he always gets targeted because of his size.
Yeah.
Always. You get the big guys run it in, and majority of the time it pulls 2 to 3 defenders to support him out of the line, which
Yeah.
then allows gaps to open up. But as soon as they get quick ball, that's it. They're through the gaps and more than likely going to score. And that's all because they target him because he might be able to take the tackle, like the player down, but he has to do it with support. Every game we've played, anyone will target him because of his small structure. And don't get me wrong, you would. That's just the game plan. You would go, right, weakest link in the middle of the park, him, bang, in we go. Every time. And we were saying against
Anthony,
France.
oh my God, rugby losing the will to life. Rugby's the greatest game ever invented, apart from DayZ. Some of us love rugby. Will, Cookie, and Lego love it more than me. I watch England play. I don't understand it, but I enjoy watching it. Is that fair to say, Cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what I'm watching, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a good sport.
Yeah. Get away from it. There's a 43-inch gaming 4K monitor for less than the CPU would have cost me. According to Anthony, some fat kid laid down on a football.
No, that's just what Americans call soccer.
See, I don't do football. Cookie does. Cookie's into football as well. Cookie's into every
football.
sport. Yeah.
I'm into NFL.
Yeah.
I'm into rugby. Those are my top 3. I watch golf occasionally, but it's a bit tedious and boring.
I'll watch tennis when I watch the female tennis match. I watch the female football match.
Of course.
I watch female rugby. I watch female. I watch female sport.
What you should just say.
Yeah, I watch female sport. Yes. Yeah. And I try to every few years get to Twickenham to watch England live. Because England. And if England are playing, if male England football team are playing something that's important, I'll have it on in the background. But I won't turn around unless I think I have to.
Yeah.
But I will watch FA Cup matches when someone from really low down gets to fight someone really big.
Yeah.
And will the person at the bottom to win. Not that I understand what's happening, but I like the fact that there's a competition where some poxy little team that has 2,000 people turn up a week to watch them play gets to play one of the big boys.
Yeah.
And there's always a chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that. It's something that rugby doesn't do that it should. To that level. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really quite a clever move. Right, can we hit play? Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Or the other reason rugby started was because the rugby school kicked the ball and then ran with it. Not because somebody laid on it that was fat. the other way that people say that they picked up the ball and ran with it to a goal, and because it was a posh school, they went, oh, this could make into a sport. Nobody really knows where it came from. It just did.
Yeah.
But it's the same with most sports. You know, at what point did they decide that soccer would have 11 people per team? I'm sure in the days of old, the whole village, half the village, fought against the other half of the village until somebody went, we need some rules. Yeah? It wasn't like 500 years ago they had the rules they have today. It would have been something for the village to do, and it wouldn't have started off with making a ball. It would have been kicking around a lump of cheese or a fruit or something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right, I've got the starry key on me for the grocery store. I know we're not going to get anything good in there, but at least it's something to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I will be with you.
I love football, sir. But over the last 10 years, it's gone shit. Cookie will answer that one better than me.
Football as in actual football or soccer?
Yeah, as in actual football. Soccer.
Soccer, what is in American, yeah?
He said, oh my God, read up on it. Fat kid in rugby was playing football. That's how it started. No, in your case, oh my God, read up on it. Rugby started because rugby school, the posh school, picked up a football and ran with it. And that's where rugby came from. As you would have noticed when we had the Rugby World Cup over here and they did all the history lessons in it. But maybe we just agree to disagree on this.
Deciding to take a Barrett out with me as well.
Okay. Not every day you get to play with a Barrett.
No, exactly.
Goblin, I'm English. Yeah, no, I gathered your English from what you're saying. But in the same way that you think that's the history of how rugby started, I've heard a different version of events from the Rugby World Cup from the rugby websites, and I can show you info that shows that rugby started at rugby school when they picked up the ball and ran with it. And if you
rugby is said to have originated at rugby school in Warwickshire, England in 1823, when during a game of football, William Webb Ellis decided to pick up the ball and go with it. Although there is very little evidence to support this theory, the Rugby World Cup trophy is now named after William Webb Ellis.
There you go.
Boarding schools in 1863 decided upon the rule, and set in 1871, the Rugby Football Union was officially formed. That same year, the first ever international match was played between England and Scotland, with Scotland taking a 1-0 win. So they hadn't created the points then. And then it goes on to saying, during this period of time, they then blah, 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 blah. So it wasn't a fat kid lying on the ball. It's someone picked it up and ran with it.
Yeah.
In a game of football.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go. That's that sorted. Thank you, Cookie.
That's quite all right, sir.
Where's our door from? There. Okay. Now, rugby league, I have no idea how that started, and they need shooting.
Yes.
Stop reading wiki page. It's been told by some 12-year-old. Well, if you go to the Twickenham website, you'll have the same story. The same.
That was actually that was the history of rugby. That wasn't wiki. Okay, world.rugby. Let's just see what they say. 1823, during a school game of football in a town of Rugby, England, a young man named William Webb Ellis picked up the ball and ran towards the opposition goal line. 2 centuries later, rugby and football have evolved into one of the most popular sports in the world. Okay, well, that's from the actual World Rugby page. Yeah, most of them are along those lines, unfortunately, there.
Right, should we go for it?
Right. Yep.
We'll stop talking rugby and football now.
those were players and in front of us. This is zombies.
You nearly got to do some shooting.
Oh, I nearly did, yeah.
I need to talk to Llama. So, all-seeing Llama. The first time I ever played DayZ, it was Llama that I ran around with. And then Dylan and Savvy. But Llama used to play DayZ on a regular basis. He's from the States. And he hasn't played anything like that for years. And now he plays things like Jurassic World. I need to have a conversation with him about the fact that he was a DayZ player and he needs to come back to the fold. Yeah. There can't be a lot of players on if we've got zombies spawning in, can there?
No. 26 at the moment, but obviously it's just on a restart, so it might.
I'm going to run off. I'm not going to stop and deal with this Zed. I'll just keep running. Don't
Nah.
worry.
I'll get fed up in a minute.
Yeah. I did put a silencer on my gap.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. As I said, we're about 2 weeks from wipe. We know that.
Yeah.
And
That's what I'm taking out the barrel.
Yeah, and less people are playing.
Yeah. Obviously, if I see a heli, I'm going to take a pop shot out with the barrel.
I'll be rude not to. I've heard that the bullet holes enhance helicopters to make them fly faster.
Oh, okay.
Well, towards the ground anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, mushrooms around here.
That might have been from us when we ran back through.
We've got to restart.
Oh, I don't think it matters.
It does. Unless they do things differently on here. Do bodies despawn on a restart?
No.
Okay. So it would have been us.
No, bodies are still there. So the bloke we got Helen key off, he was still on the floor when the restart took place before.
Okay.
It was just the heli had disappeared.
Yeah.
The one thing you didn't want to disappear.
Helen went. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that's because if you spawn next to it, they don't allow it to be there.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got to run away, so to stop people building a base next to it and spawning in and everything. Well, I suppose we just when we were playing on Frankie's, we were spawning in next to a car every day, weren't we?
Yeah.
Before we knew that all we needed to do was get a repair kit to make the car better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that once I've got the server up and going, then it will be, I need to then start to learn building mod packs and building web pages and all that sort of stuff, loading pages.
Yeah.
I've got to take it to that level.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. What I was doing when you were off, when we were on the restart, was I was looking at monitor prices. I can get a 43-inch 4K monitor that will run at 160 Hertz for just under 500 notes. The other way in?
Yeah, well, this way. You climb up and you can have a look. I think you'd be able to climb back out. Oh.
No, I won't.
You not climb up on this bit? Up on the actual... Well, I'm stood on.
No.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to throw you the key. Yeah? No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Anything else I should... Oh, I might be able to get out here. There we go.
Very badly built, isn't it?
Did you get the key?
Yeah, I got a key. I'm just going to have a look around the base, so I just want to see if they've got anything in it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be.
It's a shelf here, which you can't just access, but it's got stuff in it. Oh,
Ah,
I've got a stair which I'll kindly take from them.
helmet. Oh, there's water bottles and shit.
Hatchets, revolvers, take the leather kit,
Yeah.
take the crowbar.
Pouches for my webbing. There we go, I'll have that.
A few bits and bobs. Nice one. I'll take that spare bandage which they don't want to use. I'll take the spare saw. I mean, why not? For the sake of it. Alright, there we go.
More pouches for our vets at home if we survive. Okay. Nice of them.
Nice one to donate, wasn't it?
Doesn't even look like they built that wall at the back.
It doesn't, does it? Like, oh yes, we're safe here. No one will come through this way.
Well, yeah, because walls can't be raised. Yeah? So they built doors, and they built out with the doors, but they never blocked off the back of the camp.
Yeah.
Unless they built another door there and somebody blew it.
Maybe.
Maybe they had a door out both sides, and somebody blew the other side. Yeah? But there was no walls around. Oh, you're just in a door and a door, yeah. Somebody would have looked through and gone, this is a 1-door raid from this side, or 3-door raid from that side. Let's go in from this side. Yeah. I don't get why you'd have 2 entrances to your base like that. But
no, you should never have 2 entrances to your base.
not that close to...
Not like that, no.
Yeah. Out
You need
further...
to build out evenly both ways or something.
Yeah. Out further, splitting it, I get it, because you've got 2 ways to come out if you're trapped. But that would be stupid. Yeah, so it looks like I might get myself a 4K monitor in 2 weeks' time.
Lovely.
Because that would be the sensible option, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And a 43-inch screen. It won't be curved, though.
Oof.
I know, because to go to a curved big monitor, it's 1500.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen.
No.
But a flat 43-inch, 500 notes, I can warrant that.
Yeah.
It'll allow me to do 4K. And that's massive. And with a little bit of moving around, I'm sure I can still have access to the curved screen when I'm not. Maybe when I'm just gaming DayZ.
Yeah.
We'll see. I like this screen, but actually I quite like the idea of having a 4K screen and doing some content at 4K.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, you'd be silly not to. The fact that it allows it on YouTube, you might as well take full advantage of it.
Yeah. And I have the internet speed here. I have the connection. I have the graphics card that will do it and the processor that will do it. Won't do it at 120 FPS.
No.
But for recorded content, I could record all my content at 4K.
Yeah.
And that probably makes more sense.
Yeah.
Now, if we get explosives, we're not going back to that barn to blow the door, all right?
Oh, really? I thought we would raid them.
That'd be a bitch, wouldn't it, if you didn't check round the back and you'd actually raided them.
Yeah, you'd gone through it. Hey, blow it, blow it, blow it. We're in. Bang, bang, bang. Yes.
Oh, I just opened the door. There's a way out that's not locked. And there's nothing in here worth having.
Compressor. Combat gas mask. Gar mag. Why have I put the gas mask on? Take it off. Duffel bag. PKM mag. I'll take that from a PKM.
Yeah. Scope for a G36 thingy to jog. No. Right, that's...
Take it anyway in case we sell it. There we go.
Yeah, let's push on.
Yes.
So that's what I'll do. And it's a cheaper
Yeah.
option. Anthony says, best part is we're both right.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to be singing any rugby type hymns, mate. We got Ford. No. Yeah.
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 Oh dear.
I said to Lego, I said it's quite a thing because I don't know rugby players. So even the Exeter Chiefs guy that used to play in the England team with the blue hat on all the time.
Yeah, Jack Knowles, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys think he's a god. I just knew if blue hat guy was on, we were going to win the game. Yeah. And I'd go, oh, blue hat guy's in, we're winning today, Lego. And he'd be like, you just base that on the fact that he's got a blue hat. Yeah, he's got a blue hat. Yeah. Now, and I no idea who he would be, but he wore a blue hat. So the fact that I know Ford's name says something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know who he is, and I could pick him out in an identity parade. Yeah. Which is probably the best place for him. Just eating as I'm walking a second.
No, it's got to be his last Six Nations and hopefully last involvement in this.
In English rugby.
Yeah, he's just I've never liked him because he's too. Don't get me wrong. There's been fly halves in our team before who have been small, like Johnny Wilkinson, for example.
But Johnny Wilkinson could
cook,
kick for England.
He could kick.
Yeah.
He could tackle. You know, he wasn't a big fellow, but by all means, he would knock people back.
Mm.
Unfortunately, with Ford, he just doesn't.
Yeah.
He just gets trodden over, and it's painful.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll see. Well, as long as we need to beat France to prove that the game plan works. Or we need to play like we played last week against France.
Yeah.
If we go back to our normal game plan, there needs to be questions answered.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to, but if Scotland somehow beat Ireland,
well, Scotland will be seeing what we did, what Ireland did, and the fact that they took us from the Calcutta and thinking this is doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. They beat us and then lost to Italy.
Yeah, but as much as Ireland are on the bounce and wanting to have revenge on the next team they get to, so is Scotland. Because Scotland know they're better than Italy, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, one player in Scotland does.
Yeah.
I do feel for Wales a little bit, though. I wouldn't say that normally, but it's meant to be Italy that comes last.
Well, that's what you get. That's what you deserve.
And let's be honest, my second or third cousin did play for the Welsh football team.
We don't speak of those things.
Yeah, I know. We don't discuss that in public. Yeah?
No.
All the team that he started off with as a junior. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I'm not allowed to mention that word that begins with N and ends in Chester, am I, around you?
I mean, you can, because they're shit at the moment, so it's fine.
Yeah, seeing you support Liverpool. At least I know you support them.
That is true.
Don't ask me how they're doing in any of the table things. I wouldn't have a fucking clue.
I mean, at the moment, they're winning 6-1.
Is there a game on tonight?
Oh, yeah, we'd already won the first leg 5-1, so I wasn't really worried about watching it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because we had won by such a large margin, I was like, yeah, well, I don't need to watch. If it was a 0-0 when we were playing, I might have to watch it. But
yeah.
Because we won the first leg 5-1, I was just like,
okay,
I'm pretty confident we're going to go through.
Yeah. There's a fair chance this is going to go our way. Yeah.
Yeah, and then within the first 14 minutes, my phone had alerted me 4 times, and they were winning 4-0. So I was like, yeah, okay. I'm glad I didn't watch it because we've destroyed them.
Yeah. Who are you fighting?
A team called Sparta Praga.
The German team or Italy team or?
I think they're Russian. Yeah. But yeah, so it's one of those where it's like, yeah, well, we've won that, so I didn't really need to watch it. I
Yeah.
have to watch the game on Sunday because we are playing Manchester United.
Okay. But again, you should potentially, based upon
Should,
the current
should win,
form
yeah.
of Manchester United, that you
Yes.
should really win that game, shouldn't you?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Not. It's never a given, but if
No.
you didn't, there's something seriously wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
But are you still afraid that when your boss leaves, you'll go the way of Manchester United?
All depends on who we get in, I feel. Because obviously every new person who comes in is going to want to implement their own
Way of doing things.
way of doing things. So I'm hoping they try and get someone who has the similar styles to Klopp and keeps those, traits, shall we say.
Yeah.
I just don't hope we don't go backwards, but like I say, until they've decided who it's going to be and they've announced who it's going to be.
What's the other team you've got in Liverpool, the smaller team?
Everton.
Yeah, so I used to be friends with the guy, and his lodger supported Everton and came
Right.
from that neck of the woods. And I said to him, why Everton and not Liverpool? And he said, because when we were at secondary school, both teams came in to give a presentation. And the Liverpool team came in basically and said, support us because we're Liverpool. And the Everton team came in and said, how can we work with your football team to make things better for everybody? He said, so Everton got my vote.
Fair enough.
So Anthony says, but he was playing football and was a fat kid that got a tackle, feel on the ball, changed the shape of the ball, picked up the ball, and then running to the opposite team's touchline. This was considered unsportsmanship at Rig at the time, but eventually the other chaps caught on. A plaque at rugby school records that with Webb was a fine disregard to the rules of football as played in his time.
Okay.
Ellie left.
Oh, yeah, it's alright. It was there, and then the smoke's disappeared, so I'm at the wrong angle for it. Oh, there it is. No, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. No, it's gone.
I did some reading up on 3080s and 4K DayZ, and people are saying you'll get, as long as you're not running it ultra, which we're not. Yeah. You'll get 100 to 120 FPS.
Oh, lovely.
And so I'll lose probably 50 FPS what I'm getting now. But that word of streaming at 4K.
Yeah.
I think there's only one other. There's one of the big boys in the DayZ world streams at 4K on YouTube, but no one, everyone else is 1080p or 1440.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think it's Happy Bombs who streams at 4K.
So
that's the only one I've seen, or Running Man. I think one of those two does.
Yeah, so it does make sense. So Anthony, Everton are bigger. Everton have been around for 30 years before the Red Scum. You can read up that on the webpage. So I'm guessing you don't support Liverpool then.
You could also read up how many trophies they both won.
Who do you support, Anthony? Not that I understand football, but who do you support? But I'll relay it to Cookie, and Cookie will analyse it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookie's my go-to for football information and rugby and every other sport, really. Apart from the female teams, yeah?
Yeah.
zombies on heli drops. That says it all. Oh. That's me. I don't
Kind of figured otherwise. So
I don't.
whoever shooting at me isn't a very good shot.
That could be me. We don't want to be running in to do this with zombies following us.
No.
Here's my thoughts. When you played Timothy, our server,
Yeah.
did you eat any blackberries?
No.
Because I was cutting down a bush, like to get sticks, and I got 2 blackberries out of it.
Oh.
So they've got their own fruit on there.
Wow.
Did you ever hear like the church bells?
No.
You went into any town that had a church, the bells would ring as you ran past it.
I don't think I did. I don't think I went into any towns.
You
after
never
I
came
built
down
my
to my
base.
neck of the woods, did you? You built
No.
your base and then...
Started gearing up, ready to go into toxic zones and whatnot.
And then everything went wrong. Read up my webpage. So Cookie, Red, does not know the history of Toffees, where Liverpool came from. Yep, agree they won more, but history of the teams, and I'm a Toffee. Tell Cookie to read the blue plate on the side of Liverpool ground. Read the blue plate on the side of Liverpool ground. What's a Toffee, Cookie?
That's an Everton support.
Okay.
They're called the Toffees
Okay.
because they're always stuck near the bottom.
Oh, God. The 2 of you now, all hell's going to break loose, isn't it? The 2 of you need to be friends, all right? And you're the red scum, are you?
I am, yes.
Yeah. Oh dear. But you're both on the same side when England are playing. I would hope.
Football or rugby or what, both?
But anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like my old job being the army, and you'd hate the Navy and you'd hate the Air Force until you were on a posting somewhere like Berlin, and then the Americans appeared, and then you'd all be on the same side fighting the Americans.
Yeah.
And then the Americans would lose, and then you'd go back to fighting each other.
Yeah.
Basically. So I didn't do fighting. I held coats and taught tactics and acted as a spotter. I wasn't a fighter.
Oh, this has been done.
Okay. All right. Somebody that lives close by or somebody that just logged out nearby. Yeah.
Locked out nearby.
That's all right. Life, innit?
It is. I mean, the next mission should kick in a minute as well,
Yeah.
so at least we can...
My second cousin's child, Anthony, played for as a child, not child, yeah, as in the child's team, played for whatever they call it in football, Manchester United. But then didn't play for them in their main team. Cookie will know the history probably better than I do, but still plays now.
So he was an academy player.
Yeah. So he was
but
5.
then never-
He was 5 years old, playing at primary school against children that were 12, and Manchester United spotted him and went, "We want him." And they took him into their academy and did everything they do with him, but he arguably, he probably burnt out early. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good enough to play at a professional level, not good enough to play top tier.
Yeah.
Still earned bloody good money off it. Yeah. And his father was a rugby player for the Navy, or the Royal Marines, but Navy. But Dad was a policeman and made sure that son invested money well.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, James, who I haven't seen in years, because when Mum was the person that sort of kept in touch with that side of the family,
Yeah.
and then when Mum got dementia, it all sort of fell apart. Mum was very big on keeping all the family communicating.
Yeah.
But James's mum's Welsh, which is why he played for the Welsh team.
Yeah.
Fucking red water. Luckily, I've got a bottle of water with me. I must have died at some point, and we've not had a chance to rebuild properly.
Yeah, you did. You died when we went to that abandoned base.
Okay.
The one with Lego where you died on the roof.
Okay. Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
And I
As
was
a
singing-
lifetime ago.
Yeah, and I was singing "Why Can't We Be Friends" while I was taking them out.
Yeah. But I never, growing up, sports-wise, my father was a deer stalker and a shotgun shooter. That was the sport I grew up with.
Yeah.
So there was no football in the house, and so there's no. And I went to a primary school there were 14 kids in the entire school, and everybody was farmers. You know, so it was rugby and hunting,
Yeah.
basically, because that's what happens in rural communities.
Yeah.
You play rugby at school, you play rugby at college, and then you ride horses.
Yeah.
And I never understood the rules really of rugby. I used to when we were at primary school. So my only claim to fame in football, this is Cookie. At primary school, we played Exeter, with the primary school team that I was forced to be in, and I scored a goal against them.
Bloody hell.
Well, the one kid we had in our entire school that was good at football kicked the ball, and I worked out that I was closer to the goal than him, so I kicked it in. Yeah. So that's my goal, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not his. Has Cookie been to Anfield? I think Cookie's been to Anfield more than once, I'm guessing.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as much as I'd like to because it's quite a trek.
We're down in the southwest, Anthony. One of the guys at work is massive Liverpool fan. And from the East End of London. Yeah, but massive. As in everything at work when he's in on a Wednesday night, his office is just covered in red stuff. When we were out in Belize, out in '91, I shared a room with a Celtic and Rangers supporter.
Oh God.
Yeah. And when they both went on, they were at work, they were good mates, but obviously they had both their bed spaces. One was Celtic, one was Rangers. And they both went on leave at the same time, so I swapped all their bed spaces round, so they came back to having the wrong posters on them. They weren't happy.
No, I can understand why. Yes.
But yeah. And at work, the two of them, and they drink together, the best of mates. But yeah, one was Celtic, one was Rangers. It's like the two of them in the same room. Yeah. Very strange. Has Cookie been? So he has seen the blue plaque about Anfield, was Everton ground, and why Toffees sing the tune if you know your history.
Well, yeah, I know it was Everton's ground first of all, and then you moved to Goodison. And probably the worst mistake of your life. In all honesty. Because Everton had Anfield, they then built their own stadium down the road. Whereas if I was Everton at that point, I would have just kept the ground and made, if Liverpool were going to be a team, just make them build their own and not buy their stadium, which is now turned into one of the best stadiums in the world.
I feel like the referee in the middle that doesn't understand the rules. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was Anfield was Everton's first ground, and then, as I said, Liverpool bought it and have turned it into the fortress that it is.
Fortress. Oh dear.
Yep.
But all be thankful you're not Lego and having to support Newcastle. Yeah?
Yeah. What makes it even funnier though is Newcastle have gone massively off the boil.
Haven't they got loads of money coming in or something?
Well, yeah, they were bought by a Saudi owner who's like a multi-billionaire.
Okay.
So they got pumped loads of money. They bought loads of players, made it into the Champions League, so the top tier competition.
Yeah.
Last season, and then got knocked out, and are now struggling to even make it into one of those places this season. They've dropped off massively, which is very amusing.
Yeah. Not as amusing as it was for you guys when Manchester United started falling from grace.
No, definitely not.
That was probably your most amusing moment, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Yeah. That was a good laugh, and still is. I still remember when I went away for my birthday last year.
Yeah.
We went to Amsterdam, and funnily enough, from second to last night, it was Liverpool against Man United, and I said, "Oh, can we go after dinner? Can we go watch it? You know, in a pub somewhere?" "Oh yeah, of course you can." So went in. Only Liverpool supporter in the bar. The rest were United fans. It's like, oh dear. Okay.
So that would be similar to when I was on an exercise in Brecon in '92, and we were given 2 nights, well, a night off to go and get drunk in Cardiff, and me and a lad from Exeter got transport down to Cardiff. We walked into the first pub we saw. England were playing Wales. Everyone was speaking in English. We ordered at the bar, and they all switched into Welsh. Yeah, similar situation. Yeah,
yeah.
And at that point, we went, "We'll drink these and leave."
Oh, I kept drinking, and Liverpool won 7-0.
And you rubbed it in.
Let's just say when it got to 5-0, they weren't in the pub much longer.
So, message from Anthony. So, you're not seeing the clock, the dock, and the new place. It's going to be the best club in the first division. Yeah, what happened to the Magpies?
Don't get me wrong, the new stadium you are building does look incredible, but I think you need to stay up first, which might be a priority for you guys at this point in time.
That was quite fair for. I don't understand, but that was for you. That was quite reserved, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. I live now next to Blackburn Rovers ground, flying my Everton flag in the front garden. See, that I find amusing. That I like. That is a. And yeah, it's the right thing to do. What you need to do is get a flagpole, so when there's a match on for any reason it's televised. I don't know if Blackburn ever get televised. Yeah, but you could raise the flag so it appears on TV. Oh.
I should have brought some food with me.
Can't help you on that anymore.
Hopefully we win this one, there's some food in it.
Or food won't be a priority.
All that, yeah.
Oh, another flashing light went by. They'll be off to Crediton then. Crediton doesn't have a permanent police coverage anymore. So anything
Right.
anything that happens, they have to send cars from here. So from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all night long, cars going, flashing lights going by.
Jesus.
Yeah. Because Crediton like to fight, don't they?
Yeah. Just cut down to the right because it's a little town. Might be a greenhouse. Get some honey or a tomato or something.
Yeah. I wouldn't suggest a tomato. It lasted about 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah. We'll search for you.
Game's just taking the piss now.
What you got?
A rotten zucchini.
Keep you going in an emergency. There's a percentage chance it won't make you ill. Very low fucking percentage chance.
Yeah.
No fucking greenhouses around here, I see.
Oh, bastards.
That is taking the
Yes.
piss. I found a cooking pot.
Oh, it's just rubbing it in my face, isn't it?
Yeah. We needed to go down to clean some shit out of the club. From Anthony. When they're playing, I can open the front window and hear the ground. I'd never heard of Blackburn. I have heard of Blackburn, but I was going to say I'd never heard of Blackburn before. I didn't know they had a team.
To be honest, they're not doing too bad in the championship, Blackburn.
My ex-fiance's father came from Blackburn.
Oh.
All that neck in the woods.
I found some Zerstrong or whatever it's called.
Oh, the fish, the rotten fish.
Yeah.
And a mercenary jacket in blue and grey. Surprised you're not eating that.
I'm very camouflaged, thank you very much, sir.
Who said that?
It's all in the bush.
I'll drink the rest of my water because either we'll be getting water on the way home or it won't matter. And I'm not giving my water away.
I've just had an email from Twitch.
To say,
You've had your payout.
oh, that's nice.
Yeah. 52.17 US dollars.
That's not so bad, mate.
No, it's not about 40 quid, that roughly.
Yeah.
You know, it's 40 quid I didn't have before.
Were you expecting it?
No.
Now? No. So that's even better.
No. Yeah, I hadn't even, I didn't
Thought about it.
even check it. Yeah, haven't even thought about it, haven't checked it.
Yeah.
Well, I could keep that in my PayPal wallet, and then if Grey Zone's any good,
No,
There we
do
go.
it. Well, if you watch the video I put up at some point, or just snippets of it,
yeah,
that's pre-alpha. It took them that's the dev team playing that mission, and it took them 4 hours to get 22 minutes of content on completing that mission because they kept dying, and they wrote the game.
Jeez. Okay.
I think it would be amazing, but I think it's going to be like DayZ that you have to put the hours in.
Yeah.
It's also going to be cheaper when it first comes out, so it'll be an early access. And when it first drops, there's only going to be 8 guns in it and 20 modifications, but they'll be adding more as they do it.
Yeah.
It was going to drop 2 weeks' time, but they've delayed it slightly because it's not quite where they want it.
Yeah.
Which is a good sign. And they put out raw footage, which is another good sign. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we know that everyone's looked at that and gone, actually, that looks pretty good. They won the first Premier League, something Everton's not done. From Anthony. Not from me, obviously, because I wouldn't have a clue what he's on about. Yeah.
As I say, you're just starting to spit out facts here. You've got like Wiki open. And you're like, oh, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. Never have. Never will. What's the female England football
Of course
team?
you do. Yes, of course you do. To be honest, there's probably, if anything, I think you would quite enjoy watching Aston Villa's women team.
Would I?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do they have a fair spluttering of blondes?
There's maybe one or two in particular, which I think you would find.
Are they my type of blonde, are they?
Yes.
How do you know what my type... Well, I suppose, yeah.
It's you.
In some ways, you could work it out by... If we're honest, it's not about the blonde. It's about the attitude that tends to go with the blonde. Yeah?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that's on Blackburn, Sutton, and Shearer.
Alan Shearer, yeah.
I've heard of him.
Well, so you should. He was one of England's leading top goal scorers.
Yeah, that's where it went wrong. You said he was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't watch female football that much. I don't do sport. Yeah. I watch England play rugby. If England football team are in the World Cup and they've got past the opening stages, then I'll watch them.
Yeah.
And I'll get excited if I think they might do well, but I don't watch it and understand what's happening. One of the security guards at work is massively into football, and he always volunteers to work the nights because he can just sit there with the telly on, watching the football, and getting paid for it.
Yeah.
He was on last night, and he was watching whoever was playing last night. So when I went over to get keys, he was like,
"Oh, you're interrupting Dortmund against someone, and Atletico Madrid against Inter."
Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. No, I've heard of both of them. Inter Milan.
Yep. Inter Milan against Atletico Madrid.
And Dortmund is probably who Dave supports, I'm guessing.
Borussia Dortmund is German team.
Yeah, because he lived out in Germany for so long in that neck of the woods. He would support, and he supports the German team.
Yeah.
And whenever he goes back to Germany, there's always pictures of him drinking at some stadium in German land. Or Germany, as they call it. Yeah.
German land.
Yeah. Or Paderborn. He might support Paderborn.
Never heard of them.
Been watching Everton. Their front nicknames SAS. Been watching Everton since 1975. Okay. I haven't been watching any football team since 1972. But it's good. You're into a team, you watch them, you support them. It's not a bad thing. The two of you might have a conversation at some point. Yeah. of all the teams, for someone to come into my chat, Everton or Manchester United was never going to work well, was it, Cookie?
I mean, to be honest, I'm not like all the other Liverpool fans who slate on all the other teams, and if I'm quite a fair supporter, shall we say, and merits when merits are due, I will give them it. But unfortunately, at this present time, Everton don't really have much. I felt they were hard done by the 10-point deduction which was sprung upon them. I think that was very unfair. And even being reduced down to, I think, like 6-point reduction or 8 points or something, whatever it was reduced to, is still a harsh deduction. And it just makes me feel now that whatever Everton have got for their charge of financial issues, what the hell are Man City going to get with their 115 charges?
Depends how good their lawyers
Basically,
are.
Goblin,
Yeah,
in-
no.
in-
I understood what happened. I read the sport. I do read the BBC Sport page daily.
Okay.
So just
I
because
thought I was going to have to explain it to you then.
no, just because if something major happens involving Liverpool, I need to be able to comment on a stream and blow you out the water with the whole what the fuck, yeah. Because I know how much you like me coming up with random Liverpool facts sometimes.
Yes, it does surprise me.
And Anthony says nothing will come of it because they've got lawyers.
Something's got to come of it.
Don't think they'll have a choice. There'll have to be something.
Something will have to. And they can't be found not guilty of 115 breaches, unfortunately. As much as people might go, oh yeah, no, there won't. Nothing will happen. Something's got. I'm sorry, you can't get away with 115 breaches. To then all of a sudden go, yeah, no, we're absolutely fine.
Yeah, if your governing body is trying to make things, I'm being very careful here, clean, then they have to. If they're guilty,
there
has to be some outcome.
Yeah.
Oh, this one, we die at this one, don't we?
Well, you say that you died last time.
I did kill someone though.
You did, and then they downed me. I got up, and they thought they killed me, and I killed them.
Oh, different bush. I was going to say my bush was gone, but that was on a different side, wasn't it? I'm coming in as well this time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't think waiting outside is a safe option.
No. You're right.
Killed one. Killed somebody outside.
Mate, they must have only just got here.
Yeah, just checking if there's anybody else.
Going to the roof to try and help cover.
Bringing food for you. Coming upstairs with food. Right, I've got
Okay,
food for you. There you go.
Oh, do you need any of this?
No. I could do with the can of Coke actually, or some of it.
There you go.
I'll
Nice
cover.
done, mate.
He did have shit weapons on him. He had a Sega and a fucking pistol. And like an MP5.
Yeah, it's probably refreshing. He went, oh yeah, let's go for it. No one's gone for it yet. Gets there, it's gone to 1%, and then fucking you just go bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. Well, dancing around on the screen. Yeah. And he was not dancing around on the screen using the dancing motion.
Yeah.
If you're going to cover, I'll drink the Coke.
Okay, mate.
Thank you. Changing mag.
No worries. Just gonna go to the roof and have a look about.
Yeah, I'll push up as well. Because, well, I'll push up to this level so I can... Yeah. If anybody comes up those stairs, I'll get them in the head. Yeah?
Yeah. And obviously, if I get sniped, then you know there's someone else about.
If we survive this, I need the leather cleaning kit, the leather strips kit that you've got on you. My shoes.
I'll come down to you now, mate.
There's no point at the moment. I'm covering. I'm safe here.
That's right. You take that, and I'll.
I love it when you go, you're right. I'm like, yeah, just kill someone. Yep, covering again.
Well, you never know. Never know. I heard shots, and I was thinking, "What are you shooting?" And then I heard his shot, and I was like, oh, "Okay, are you okay?"
not often you see me in a firefight and come away with full health, is it?
No.
No. Yeah, let's be honest.
Exactly.
That went well, that did.
Scoot past you quickly.
Yep.
So I can just quickly shuffle.
Sorry.
That's right. Thank you.
I'm surprised I killed as well. I always am. I can't wait to do the new server with rearmed on that. I'm going to make a very nice base.
So am I.
Don't know where I'm going to build. Not in the same space. Obviously, I'm going to build somewhere else. But I have no idea where yet. It changes it if I can't build inside a house. I have to think completely differently. I have to be in the woods and hidden away, don't I? Realistically.
Yeah.
But if I think if I can get a mod pack done and a nice loading screen, we might stand a chance of picking up some players.
Yeah.
It will look more professional. Because in the time that we were up, we had 35 people try out the server. So some people come in for like half an hour and then go. Whereas if you've got a bit more to tell them on a loading screen.
Yeah.
And just a concept, you know, that you traders trade in nails, none of them are safe areas, stuff like that. The fact that there's custom stuff in there. And once I've got custom military in as well. This is the one where it's easy to secure the place. It's a bitch to get out of.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's multiple exits and just, trees all around.
Did the box spawn where we are?
Yeah, on this level. Can I quickly get past you again, mate?
Yep.
Sorry. Thank you. A bit more, please. Thank you.
That bloody lighthouse keeper.
Silly bastard.
Nice that he brought food though, wasn't it?
Very nice of him.
And not a lot, but enough to keep us alive.
Yeah.
I'll probably be on lunch early tomorrow.
Okay, mate.
obviously I'm in tomorrow night, so I'm in tomorrow to get some of the stuff ready for tomorrow night, and then I'll be on lunch.
Yeah. That's fine, mate. That's
But I need
no
to
problem.
do a little bit of shopping, get my washing done, because Saturday Operation Lego.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that Lego was running round on the day before in 3 PP.
I know that's just.
Well, he was running in first person, and I was like, I explained to him why you don't play 3 PP on a mixed server. He's like, oh, yeah, no, yeah. Every time you go into a firefight, mate, they're looking round cover. Really? Yeah. You just don't do it, mate. Don't do it. And that's why no one plays that server. I do need to find him something that he can practice on, because he's really enjoying DayZ again. So we need to keep that interest going, don't we?
Yeah.
He'll be like you. There'll be times that he can't play, date nights and things. But as long as we can get him to coincide his date nights so they're different nights than you. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can always have presence on the service then. Right, now go. You're allowed date nights on the following nights. Yeah. Or the same date nights. That would work.
Yeah.
I think he's not gonna be as good as negotiating as you are.
No.
Because he doesn't watch rugby anymore, really.
No.
Whereas any other ex would actually be binned if it's a choice between going out with her or watching a rugby match.
Yeah.
So I don't think his negotiation skills are there with this one. But he needs to sell it the right way, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What he was saying, I'll get her to invite her best friend round and buy him a bottle of wine each, and pay for a takeaway. That's how you do it, mate. And then leave them to have a girly catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only so many times he can pretend that I'm having a problem and he needs to help. Come on, game. See anything around?
I didn't when I looked out there before. I'm going to go back up there in a second. I didn't really fancy staying up there for too long.
No. No.
There's so many rock faces and stuff you can actually see the top from.
That's a fair point, actually. Don't risk it, mate. You're getting too close now. Yeah.
I'll have a quick scout.
You moving?
Yeah, I'm just on the roof having a look about in some trees and stuff, see if I see anyone. Can't see anyone.
You off this top?
Yeah, yeah. Back on the stairwell.
Just moving his secondary gun somewhere I can get to it. Because if somebody's coming up these stairs, actually 6 shots on a semi-automatic shotgun make more sense, don't they?
It's a 9x9mm.
Is that all it is, Sega 9?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yes, it's a 9mm gun, mate.
Oh, well, fuck that off for a game of soldiers. Yeah. Even I know 9mm's not a good round. In
Not the best.
DayZ. Arguably, in the real world,
Best.
the embassy was taken by 9mm. And I used to carry a 9mm pistol. Long time ago. I used to wear green for a living. On the 18th of May, which is a Friday, I won't be around.
Okay.
We have a regimental dinner, and it will be about 25 quid for a 3-course meal, which is roast beef, starter, and a pudding, and very cheap alcohol in the mess.
That's fair enough.
And it's at the barracks, and the bar will be open, and then I'm sure we'll all go downtown wearing suits and hot uniform. Okay. Ready when you are. Put that gun down there. Shitbox, yeah.
Yeah.
Friend of what will sell it? Or go or log out.
Maybe log out with either running tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
Get away from here and then we'll.
Yeah. Seemed to be somebody that had gone for a sleep at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, it looked like that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Silly bugger.
Maybe he tripped and fell. And he's
That
knocked
could have
out.
been it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hadn't washed for a while, so there's some flies around him.
Yeah. Get into these trees here and we'll log out in here.
So that's 9 kills I've made this wipe.
Oh,
For me, that's the most ever, isn't it?
that is. What have I got?
No, don't.
Got 57.
Arguably, probably your most ever on a wipe as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks for watching, guys. I will be back tomorrow evening doing the same again, but a little bit later because I've got to work for an hour first. And I'll catch you tomorrow, Cookie.
Yeah, speak to you later on, dude.
Okay.
Cheers,
Thanks
mate.
for